project's really coming along here. We've got some 4x4s back here, got all of our different sheeting here. For some reason, 12-foot 2x4s are cheaper than 10-foot 2x4s. And then, well, went with stud length 2x4s for this. But everything that we're looking at here, I think in our head mentally, we're just a little over $800. So now we actually have to go get fasteners. What else we got? I'm gonna scab together a bunch of plywood instead of using the actual pieces to make our joists. I think other than that, we don't have any tar paper, don't have any shingles, which we'd probably grab a bunch of shingles here. Fasteners, probably somewhere in here. Well, anyway, it's going well. We're creating a bit of a log jam checkout aisle right now. But that's mainly because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carts of material. And I estimate that our total cost is going to be just over $1,000 if you go outside and you look at the exact same shed that we're going to build today. $5,500. So I totaled that a savings of about $4,400 that I'm going to pass on to my family, and I'm going to derive a ton of enjoyment from actually building this. Not exactly sure what's going on at Lowe's today, but these people are all lined up. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to back right in. Oh, the guy behind me is not very confident in his parking abilities. Neither am I. Good there. Good there. Found the curb. We're golden. Let's get all this loaded. Beautiful day out. Nicest part about doing this right now is that the whole neighborhood is under construction. So we can basically just drive right up into the backyard, whereas if the neighborhood were all built out, that would be a hard build. This, however, is going to work perfectly. Got Elijah right ahead of us here. See? Building this house right next to her. Now, I will say this. It's a bit of a step up, if you will, to get into this field. Getting everything pulled in here, all the material off. So we are going to take this sandbox and basically flip it over and put it over there. And this is going to be 12 foot this way, 12 foot this way, 10 foot that way. And I got to keep it 3 foot off of this line here, so you can see where these line up. So we'll be 3 foot in here at that point, and then 3 feet off of this as well, which my understanding is the property line is our Lowe line here, but I'm not 100% certain of that, but we're going to get her moved here. Well, sun has gone behind the clouds. Not necessarily down because you've still got light out here, but we're a lot closer than we were before. Move the sandbox up to here, and then this is now taking the place of the sandbox, and you can see the size is 10 foot by 12 foot. Gotta do some leveling there. It's the worst part of the job. But honestly, I think it looks good. Doesn't take up too much of the yard. I'm gonna take this down this little corner. I'll hit it with a rototiller in the spring and just plant garden stuff here for sure. And then I might even do some garden stuff back there. But either way, we're moving along. So next things I have to do, and the awesome part is now that I've finally got this flat, stable surface, I will be able to frame things much more quickly. I need to get my assistant back out here, but the kids are eating dinner and I'm running out of daylight. So, trying to decide whether or not I just kind of bag it for the afternoon or whether or not I try to get these walls framed up real quick. Leaning towards get these walls framed up real quick because then I can get this material here up. And really all I've got left is create a jig and get myself some trusses going for the roof. And this is all the material for the roof here. We're supposed to get 2/10 of rain around midnight. I could slave away and probably get this done. So I'm tempted to call Elijah and see if he wants to come back over here. And the answer to that is no. Nobody ever really wants to come to your house and do your projects with you. The wife's dealing with the kids, so that's two things going on there. Maybe I'll call Tom. Make it take twice as long. Just kidding. All right, well, I'm gonna get framing here, put it back on the time lapse. I'm bummed out that thing fell over. I think that's a good vantage point. It's just right up here on the corner of the deck, but we will see. Next part, especially with the framing part, just layout, bang, 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 everything's same size. Get her going. I'm gonna go grab a sandwich first though. Fun project. It is significantly bigger than I thought. 12 foot across, 10 foot deep. Good looking shed. Now, if you look down here, that shed right there, pretty much the same thing. But I definitely do want to throw like a window in this side here so that I can get some light in there. Now, if I want that light, I need to not look at this stuff or just see it not being plumb like it's supposed to be. Looks fine. Looks fine. Put some sheeting on it, I'll never know. I'll stop thinking about it, but nice to be able to walk in here and feel like the space. The plan is not to put any shelving. So, get some sheeting on it. The roof is going to go like this here. Should be a great addition to what we're building and the deck, the big garage. It's a pretty nice little home. Now we just got to get some trees going in here. You can see that neighbors have all got some trees. We just need some trees. Wait for the city comes and we'll plant one there. Plant one over there, and I'm very curious what they plant. Anyway, headed to work now. Gonna go pick up some heaters for the race this weekend. Looking forward to this all being done. See ya. The weather has been spectacular this week, which is good if you're trying to get outside and build something like I am today. So I've got this little jig built because I'm going to build trusses. It'll just allow me to lay these up here, match the angle, and then I've got backing. I can nail some pieces of like plywood on there instead of having a plate. I also told you I was going to look at this to figure out, oh, I actually see it now. Look at this to figure out what do all these numbers mean. Well, these are common angles. This is a 5. That's what this angle is here. So if I put that on here and I pivot this thing all the way out to 5, you can see that matches up with my roof angle. It's just a quick way, instead of having one of these set up, you can take these with a circular saw and just knock out angles, knock out cuts on the job site. Notice these are common ones, and these are your hip and valley ones for different angles. It's not too complex. Other than that, here are your degree markers here. So if I want to know the degree or the angle of what I'm cutting right here, so I can transfer it over to my saw. It looks like we're in the 22 degree range. So I can come over here and take a look. Oh, look at that, 22 and a half. That's where she's set. So you can transfer angles, get things set up that way, but I kind of understand how things are going. The one thing that I don't, this mark right here, okay, also you can see it on this speed square here as well, a little different spot. But that is for like knocking out the dog ear, like corner right here where it sits on the wall. I'm gonna go back, watch that video, and start cutting some rafters, and we'll put you on the time lapse. I'll let you join us for the rest of this. I got all the lumber outside, so I'm gonna take my jig and my saw, put her outside, and start knocking out some cuts and see how quickly we can get the roof built. It's like day 45, 46, something like that. Nah, not really that many, but gonna try to do some stuff here on the shed. Keep things rolling on the time lapse up here, and I've got her time lapse takes a lot of battery. So I've got it plugged in, got her set up here, and we're gonna try to do some sheeting on the roof. It's really calm today. Yesterday there was some wind and it was 70 degrees, and I was like, not today, but today seems like a perfect day for it. We got some ladders here. Olivia's gonna assist us, and we'll see what happens. I mean, there are some decisions that I've got to make in regards to, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sister one of these on each end. Just give myself a little bit of overhang and just call that done. Put a little drip ledge on that. Got some nice garbage here flying around from all of the construction that's going around us. But more houses going up. So we'll put you on the time lapse, and hope you enjoy. Progress is progress. I need to get 2 more sheets because it's on 24-inch centers. If I gotta break it 5 foot, but so I get a foot overhang on the end, I need a little bit more material, but we'll go get that. I am wondering, I definitely need maybe another sheet of that in order to be able to finish the triangular end there. And then I was thinking for trim, I'll just get some 1x pine material, end up painting all that white, and just tack all that on. Still thinking though, just kind of want to get things dried in so that I can tar paper and shingle, knock all that out. Because what I'll do is once I get all this up there, I'll just knock the ends off on a common end, just string line top to bottom, so I get a real easy common end. And then I've got to get some drip ledge for the front there as well. Probably some 1x material of pine just on the end for it, cap that off, and then again maybe some more of these rips underneath. I don't know, we'll see. Lots more to come. Well, one more trip to Lowe's, $300 down the tubes, but I think we got everything. Got all of these different pieces here to be able to do all the trim. Some more 2x to be able to knock out the door. We're gonna frame this, well, not frame it, sheet this real quick. So that's all sheeted in, and then I'll be able to knock everything else out, trim everything up. And I think complete it on my own. We'll see.